So as I said at the end of the last tutorial, the Abbasid family massacred the Umayyad family at the end of their reign in near 750. Only one of the Umayyads managed to survive and escape to Al-Andalus, Abd al-Rahman, and so the Abbasids dominated in the Arabian Peninsula. The first thing that they did was move the capital of the empire to Baghdad. The reason for this was to have the people who supported them closest to them. Okay, so it was a selfish reason. They're not thinking about the Muslims necessarily, they're thinking of their own power. Here you can see the lands that they controlled. On the map you should be able to find Baghdad so that you would know if I show you a map in an exam where it is. You can also see Cordoba. That's important because it's under the Abbasid Caliphate that an independent emirate is set up in Cordoba in 756. Here you can see the territory of Al-Andalus and the Emirate of Cordoba. And here you can see another independent caliphate, the Fatimid Caliphate, that was set up in Egypt, in Cairo. It was formed by Shia Muslims. I wonder if you remember what a Shia Muslim is. If you don't, you should go back and look. Anyway, they claimed that their caliph descended from Muhammad's daughter, Fatima, and that's where the name comes from. Some of the achievements of the Abbasids was that they were great at organizing their government. They set up a network of diplomacy. Diplomacy is when there are relationships between other countries. So, for example, Ireland has an ambassador in Spain, Spain has an ambassador in Ireland, Ireland has an ambassador in America, etc., etc., so that you can solve problems without violence, so you can communicate and have a presence in another country. And well, the Abbasids started this sort of process in the Islamic Empire that they controlled. Another thing they did very well was trade. They were very dominant at land and at sea, and in this map you can see all the different trade routes that were set up under the Abbasids. So you can see how far they traveled and just how extensive it was. And this obviously made them very rich. It is also under the Abbasids that the golden age of Islamic culture appears. Okay, so there's a period of time that we're going to look at in class next week where a lot of literature was written, a lot of new ideas were formed, philosophies, medicine, many cultural achievements. And this happened under the Abbasid rule too.